Morning guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, back from the PC Gamer event, and we've got a special on for you today. So the STA 2 is on special, and you can get the tank 1250 gold for a reduced price down to £21.67 from £25.03 or €27.99. Now let's do a review of the vehicle, see if it's worth it. So I'll show you a little bit of footage from the event this weekend, and then we'll get straight into this review. Hey, morning guys. Okay, after a good night, oh, the toasties have just arrived. We're here at Costa, ready to go in, and we checked the venue out yesterday. We're just about, me and Little Miss Bear are about to go in. She's filming, so can you put, yeah, there's a little way from Little Miss Bear. So we're just going to head in and go to the venue, check it out again today, check how the crowds are going, and get interviews and see what people actually fancy doing and how much fun they're having with all the new games. So see you soon, and cheers. Good morning. Right, here we are playing the E4, moving up. And it's actually, you can probably hear in the background, we've got Jingles and Rita just over to my left. I'll add a little bit of footage of what they were filming at the time. So bear with this. I was heading up, going to head to the hill, but there seems to be a lot of action going there. So I'm thinking, shall I? So bear in a minute. In a minute, I turn around and start heading the other way, ready to taking the bits. You'll hear Jingles laughing and chatting in the background, so I'm going to be quiet for a bit. Everyone's going this way, the RT's going to be facing this way. I don't want to get hit with RT. Maybe we want the 3 0. You have to do the thing. There's Jingles in the background. And you've got Rita, Rita's sitting two chairs away. Really great, and I'll show you a picture with them in a minute. We'll make sure that the guy is stable. You want to play the game? Yeah, I wouldn't say no. Not as well, I'm not a game since yesterday. Alright, so if you give me 5 minutes or whatever, because right now I'm listening to the ticket, yeah, or just to make some magic happen. If you get 3 kills, I give you a tiny specific here, and then you deliver the guy with bonus gold. We know that's the only reason we play. Did you see the take outside? Yeah, just been the tank museum. Ah, cool. Actually, now this is the Wargaming guys. They're just about to sort out pictures with the 3 of us. So me, Rita and Jingles, all about to have a picture. So if you have a look on the Wargaming website, there should be a picture of the 3 of us, an official photo with the 3 of us YouTubers. So that's going to be quite cool. So yeah, we went on from this to win, and yeah, pretty cool.
So yeah, this was the whole reason we went down in the first place, and it was a really, really good day. Now, what they were doing at the Wargaming bunker was they had a bunch of goodie bags available, but you had to win the goodie bags. They weren't just giving them away. And in order to win one of the goodie bags, what you had to do was sink 1 ship in World of Warships, and if you did that, you were given a token for a goodie bag, or get 3 kills in any game of World of Tanks. And if you did that, you would be given a token, which would allow you to claim a goodie bag. And Rita was determined that she was going to get one of these goodie bags. So she jumped into World of Tanks and proceeded to fail miserably.
Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, let's have a look. Today we're doing a review of the STA 2. Just completed the one on the FV4202. Today we've got the STA 2 to look at. It's got the package with 1250 gold plus the tank for about 20% less. So normally it's £25.7p, and at the moment it's £21.70, so you're saving about £3.5 on this tank, or else the price is down to €27.99. So is it worth it? So you get the tank 20% cheaper plus 1250 gold. Let's check out the vehicle and then decide whether this is a good deal or not, and whether it's thumbs up or thumbs down from the bear. So let's get into it. Right, let's have a look at the tank. So, the STA2, nice looking model, very similar to the STA1. So let's click in. This is the difference. So you look at the two models. Oh, apart from the camo, you've got a different machine gun with the shielding on the STA1. On the STA2, it's just the standard camo that I've got set up, and a machine gun with no shielding. Apart from that, basically they're identical machines apart from the guns. So the gun on the STA2 is this 90mm. Let's have a look at the standard one, which is the tier 9 version on the STA1. And what you've got is the difference in penetration. The STA2 gun gets higher DPM, whereas this actually has got more pen. So you're trading penetration for DPM with the difference in the tanks, as well as losing out on the ability to move around, as well as the STA1. So we'll do a straight comparison. So I'll call up the details on the STA1 and compare it to the STA2, so you can see how it compares to its brother. Right, comparing the two vehicles, so the STA1 to the STA2. DPM, it's got an additional 113 damage per minute, which is pretty good. So 240 alpha. Penetration is down by about 23 mil. So that's one aspect. So the gun isn't quite as punchy. You've got a rate of fire a rate of fire buff of improvement of about 0.5 rounds per minute to put it to 8.8 shots per minute instead of 8.3. So that's the difference. Dispersion is approximately the same at 0.35, and firing on the move is either the same or a tiny bit worse. The shell velocity is 853 meters per second instead of 914 with a standard STA1. So the lead time is going to be a little bit more at range with the STA2. So that's one thing to be aware of. And view range, same at 720. Ammo capacity, identical. Top speed, identical as you'd expect, but there's a power to weight difference. So 500 to 570 difference in horsepower, giving you a power to weight ratio down to 14.83, which is still okay in comparison to 16.86, so 2 horsepower per ton difference. So the STA is actually more mobile, so the research tank is better with a more punchy gun. But to make up for this, the STA2 has got much better ground resistance. On hard it's 0.7, medium 0.86, and soft 1.73, which is very, very good. So that can make up quite a bit of the difference and give them very similar characteristics on the battlefield. So we'll test that out. Gun traverse, tow traverse is actually faster by 2 degrees on the STA because it's got a smaller gun. So that's quite nice. You can turn the turrets better. So it's better for brawling, better against lighter tanks, where you can bring the extra DPM to bear, and you don't have to worry about aiming so much at weak spots, because up close you can circle, use the mobility, and bring the extra DPM to bear. So let's have a look. Everything else is pretty good. Well, low armor values. We'll look at the armor in a minute. View range 380, which is okay in comparison to the 390 that the standard STA's got. So you lose 10 meter view range. Radio range is down, but 720 is still pretty good. Chance of fire, it's worse. So 15% chance instead of 12. So you got more chance of catching fire. So let's look at the 3D model. Let's go on to hybrid. So the tank itself. So you want to be angling this way and firing over a ridge down towards your opponent. So let's have a look. If he's firing at you this way, the front plate goes to about from 80 up to about 82 mil. You won't be able to see the lower plate, but you're looking from about 76 mil up to about 81. So it's still okay for lighter tanks. This triangular weak spot here, 46 mil, and then the side is a ricochet zone there, and then the tracks can absorb shots. So basically this whole side, apart from this triangle here, which is vulnerable, and you've got areas here around the gun which are effectively 126 mil. The T-shape goes up to about 226 mil. So if they're firing towards the gun, This firing over a ridge, you can bounce quite a lot of shots. The only thing to watch out for is up above. It's a weak area, 60mm, and the cupola, which is a small target, 46mm. So this is what you want to watch out for. You want to keep dinking in and out using the .35 accuracy to take your opponents to pieces, firing over ridges. Side shots will just pen. Anything's going to get through. 20mm on the rear, even HE shots, well, watch out for that. And from the top, you're looking 60mm of armour. Watch out for Ferrati. Well, in this, if you stay still long enough to Ferrati to take a bead on you, you deserve to die. Right, let's get in some gameplay straight out of the box. So STA 2, straight into it. Try and use the mobility, try and work the ridges, use the angled armour to poke over ridges, and the speed to get around the battlefield. So let's check out whether you can do it. And this is going to be very similar characteristics to the STA 1, except you've got that extra DPM. So you've got to pick your shots and use APCR when you haven't got those shots at range to give... Oh goodness, tier 10 game. Couldn't have been much worse. But we've got some ridges to work. So let's see what we can do. So we're up against another STA 2. So let's have a look. Loop 53. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, played 7 games on this so far. So let's have a look. Let's see what we can actually do. Yeah, a very, very tier 10 game. So we're going to have to up our game on this. See what we can actually do. Watch out for arty, like I was saying. So yeah, 3 arties apiece. Let's work over the ridges. I do like the graphics pack I've got on this, which shows some nifty graphics on some of the vehicles. So let's head over, let's let him get into position. Let's get into... yes. Oh, what I meant to say, it's got heat instead of APCR, which in some ways is better, because it doesn't matter about the range. If you hit, you will still do that amount of penetration. Whereas the APCR... Oh, what's he doing? Oh, sorry, mate. Oh, I didn't realise he was stopping there. Sorry, little buddy. Oopsie. Yeah, back to the ammo. So, the normalisation on the APCR is one thing which is pretty good. So, normalisation means the angle difference between your shot and the front armour face will not be such a significant difference. Keep him spotted. T44. Keep him spotted for the team. Most of our guys are pushing the other way, so what we don't want to push hard this way. Sadly, the IS-3's done it. I'm going to switch to heat in case any guys get spotted on the ridge, and then I can do a long range shot. Oh. Do a long range shot to protect the IS-3 from range. Now I'm protected to stay in cover. Use the ridge. Use the extra armour I was saying about. We're holding this. The IS-3's just gone completely out of position. He's got completely ham. That's it. Keep him under observation. Oh goodness, our guys are just pushing like nobody's business. Oh my goodness. 2 tanks down purely because they rushed. What we're supposed to do is just hold this flank and allow our heavies to get round and take them to pieces. So I'm in cover, using the ridge. Oh, nice job, IS-3. Okay, time to give him some help. T-57. Mobility up to 53, but the standard is 45 kph. Let's help this this guy.
Ready to fire. We didn't penetrate their armor. One of our tracks is damaged. Let's find another target. That one didn't go.
Complete rubbish. Too many there. Not a good move. Like I said, don't go down the ridge and try and help. Yeah. follow your own advice, Gaming Bear. Follow your own advice. Stay, work the ridge. It's just when an idiot in the IS-3 pushes down into the wrong place, engages 4 or 5 tanks, and you then feel like you have to move out of your pre-prepared position to help. Don't do as I do as I say. I knew what I was doing was wrong. I told you all about it, and then I did it myself anyway. So, yeah. So we've lost the flank completely, and the guys who were overmatching the others on the other side have just stopped. So, yeah, let's get on with the next game. Bumski. So, Sunday 13th of March, we'll see exactly what the STA2 is like. So you've got the DPM, the mobility's okay, the view range is okay, the armour is atrocious, you may be lucky to bounce shots. So let's head up the hill and see what we can do. See if we can actually bring the gun to bear. So we'll head up, use the view range, get on the ridge, and try and take the opponents to pieces. So let's get in, see what we can do. So up on the ridge, use the mobility. So we'll test it out going uphill and see what we can actually do with this. See how good the view range is. So you can see the blue circle. So it's got better view range than the actual effective view range, which means you can spot hidden to a certain degree. So let's start pushing around. You can see it's not being the fastest, but it's still faster than the Jagdpanther that's coming up behind. So let's mosey into position. The Skoda T40. Oops, it doesn't help if you're going up a rock. So that's the new physics that we're testing? Yeah, of course, that's why. Yeah. Oops, silly bear. Didn't mean to drive up a rock. But it's so good, you could even drive up a rock. So we're keeping up with the T44 now, since we bumped into that rock. Yes, just ignore that. That didn't really happen. That wasn't a silly bear talking too much and not focusing. Now this is the camo and options I've got. So that's quite a nice anime picture. I do like my anime. So what happened there? Oops! Oh, we fell over. Someone else is having fun with the physics. Let's try and help him. There we go, little dude. Oops. Can we go past, please? What are you playing at? Oh, what an idiot. He's trying to do it again. Absolute muppet. Let's try and get into cover, see if we can see anyone coming this way. Oho has spotted us. He's down in that corner somewhere. Let's go to premium.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration.
Okay, let's take him to pieces. What? Come on, someone spotted him.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit.
Okay, revenge. Back to standard. MC over there. Can we get a shot in? Oh, that was closer.
Penetration.
Oh yeah. Time to move in. Oh. Definitely time to move in. Seriously, gonna have to. Oh my goodness, all falling apart. Go for the 43 before those guys start heading and hunting us. He's gone. Let's get round this way. The MX is running away. S3's going that way. Let's circle round. Mobility is quite good. The view range isn't quite as good as I'd have hoped, so you could well do better with oh, let's change to
Permission to engage. We've lost half of our engine power. Target armor is destroyed.
yeah. Let's go around this rock. Oh heck. Can we get there in time? Let's repair everything. Try and get in. How accurate it is on the move. 19 seconds. 14. 10.
Enemy is hit. They took our gun.
Blinking heck, I got no gun.
We've fixed the main gun, but it's still not very accurate. Bail out. This vehicle is
Yes. Such a pity. 1300 damage, not bad. Pity about the lemmings not being able to read a minimap. They just sat there. We'll kill all. Yeah. So we lose because of the lemmings. Kill all! And everyone knows that. So we'll get into another game. Post-game stats. Let's have a look. 500 experience, 38,000 credits, 1,300 damage. Yep, 1,300 damage, 1 kill. So we need better view range. So yeah, could have been better. 15 shots, 9 hits, 6 penned. Used a lot of credits. So we want to change this round. So we want to change the optics for binoculars. Demount. Yeah. We want binoculars. We need binoculars. And then change the onigiri for that. Cool. And then we'll get back. Right, let's get into some gameplay and see what the STA 2 can do. Try and bring the gun to bear and a very heavy tier 10 game. Yes, bring the gun to bear, circle round people, use ridges, use the mobility to get out of trouble, and help your team to win. So, Odom guy on the other side, 50% chance. Yeah, we can do this. So we'll try. I can push down the B line. But head to about B0 at first. Flank them. Try and get some shots in. Use the heat ammo, which I didn't say about. So heat ammo. It doesn't matter what range. But against flat armor, it's very good. It'll pen. It doesn't matter how far away, it will pen. Whereas APCR gets more normalization and a higher velocity to make up for that, to allow you to penetrate targets. So that's one thing that this has got. It's got heat ammo instead of APCR. So it's got pros and cons. It's not very good against a rounded armor or sloped armor. So here we go. Leopard 1. You can see how mobile this is. Not as good. Oops. Not as good as a leopard. But I'm going to get into position and see what we can do. So yeah, he's the upper end of things. Tier 10 medium. I'm trying to get spots over, see if that 1375 is coming in. So get lined up over here in these bushes. We've got a couple of RT on our team. So the job is we're going to act like a scout. Get into position. and scout for the team. We're going to cover this area in case they're pushing down here. Angle the tank so we're looking that way and aim the gun over towards the centre. Someone coming in. Yeah, the AMX coming in. Let's change. Oh, and a 62. I don't know if we spotted him. There we go. We're spotting for the team. Let's just stay in cover because there's not a lot of chance of taking them down. Let's, like we want to do, just spot for the team. Spot for the arty. Allow them to do their job. Know your place on the battlefield. Trying to take his tracks out. Damage his tracks. That's it. Pin in place. I'm using the ammo. He's guessing. He can't see me. I'm trying to keep him pinned in place. That's it. Yes. Try and take his tracks down. Deal him enough damage. So we're getting some shots in. We're hidden. Time to move. Oh! Couldn't quite get away. We were doing our job, holding them up, tracking them in place. Couldn't quite get away when we were spotted, but hopefully we did enough to aid the team and allow, well, our lemmings on the other side to push for the win. So we know that it's not that accurate. The view range is okay. The armour, you can bounce the occasional shot, but don't guarantee it. So let's try and work ridges and see what we can actually do. Looking good, looking good. So we're going to move up to the ridge and deal with the enemy. Deal with the enemy from there. Okay, yes. So we're going to head up towards C2, spot from there, and use the penetration of the gun, take the enemy to pieces. Watch out for the Type 59, the Mutts and the Lover, and try and work the ridges as best you can. Using the gun mantler to bounce any shots, spot for the team, and use the limited but okay manoeuvrability to work your way around the battlefield. So come on, let's go with 1375. T-34 coming up, backing us up. Let's look over towards the castle, see what we can see. So it's quite nice. We're up to 44 kph before we turned. Top speed 45, so not bad. Going uphill, bad terrain, so the ground resistance is quite good. Let's pull back into these bushes. Pull into the bushes and wait for the binoculars to kick in. Spot for the team. Angle that way. Wait for this. There we go. Binoculars kicked in again. Oh goodness, it's a lemming rush. Why, oh why, Delilah? Dooba 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 doo. Great. Well, 32. It's a useful position for him. Let's wait for them to push. Then I can give them support from here. The Oni, very, very tough, so I'm switching to Hesh. That's heat ammo. There we go, it's loaded, so that new sound lets us know it's clicked over. He's not showing himself. We'll have him in a minute if he does. Type 59 up the hill, no chance of spotting him or shooting him. They've got a lot of tanks here.
Enemy armor is hit.
to move. So we've got a couple of shots in. Just keep the gun singing when we can. The manoeuvrability is okay. It seems stealthy enough. Keep the gun firing when we can. He's hidden. It's not our fault. They rushed ahead like lemmings. Let's have a look. Where are they from? Oh, they're Turkish. That's not saying Turks are bad players, but those pair of bozos are. So it's not a sweeping generalisation. They're just particularly bad wherever they're from. Bum.
Enemy armor is damaged.
I've got. It feels like I'm holding them off my.
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Enemy is hit. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Time to go.
We've lost the track. We didn't even scratch them. That one bounced. Penetration. Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Yeah. The tank itself is good. Just to pity so many players on the team just haven't done as well as they could have done. So the tank itself, pretty good, and it's another 1700 points of damage. So very, very nice. Effective at working ridges. Good enough camo rating. Very nice little tank. So let's have a look at the post-game stats. See how well we did. Okay, WN8 of 1789. Not bad at all. So sadly it was a defeat. So 619 experience on defeat, 45,000 experience, and 5 for effect. So 7 shots in against some tough targets. Let's see how we really did. So yeah, 375 base on a loss, not the best. 50 shots, 11 hit, 7 didn't, of which only 7 penned. So just under half of the shots we fired actually penned. Not such a good ratio, and that's one of the issues. The best way of penning with this is to use the premium ammunition. It's going to cost you a bit of money, and or else you've got to mix it up in close proximity to your enemy and run rings around them, and it's difficult to do in a tank with no armor. Basically everything is going to penetrate you, and you need to be close to bring the standard ammo to bear to use that 185mm of pen to proper effect. Otherwise you've got to use the heat ammo, which is expensive, but that'll allow you to fire from range. So you've got the two things. If you're firing from range, you're going to have to use heat. If you're up close, then you're jeopardising your position. You've got no hull armour, you've got some mobility, but it doesn't allow you to use the stealthiness of the tank and bring this gun to bear. So the AP of this doesn't quite fit. Whereas the standard STA, you're looking, the tier 9 gun has got the penetration of 218. It's enough of a difference to allow you to penetrate other tanks, whereas the STA2 just can't do it. You can work the same ridges, but this can penetrate from range, whereas the STA2 can't. So it's almost like the little brother of the STA, and it just can't quite stack up. It's not as butch as its big brother. It hasn't got such a good gun. The mobility's not as good. The power to weight ratio's down. So it's got all these things against it. It's been stifled from birth. It's in a bit of a sad position, whereas you're looking at the equivalent, the new tank, like the 58 Muts, which has got a standard gun of about 220 pen. 212 mil of pen. So that's the same as the standard STA, and this is the premium tank, and this is the sort of thing you need at the moment. So the STA for the current environment just hasn't got either. To allow you to work the ridges, the Mud has got a good gun. This hasn't. It's got good DPM, but it hasn't got a good gun. So let's have a look at what you're getting for the money. We're looking at the 20% decrease, and see what you can get for the same sort of money in the shop. So let's go and have a look at that. Okay, for the £21.70, let's see what else is available for the same sort of money. See if you can get something that's worthwhile. So £10 more, you can get the FV. So let's go back to the standard vehicles. So £21.70. What is on offer for the same sort of money? Let's have a look. £21.70. You can get the CDC. You can get the Super Pershing. For less, you can get the SU-122. All very good tanks. So you can get all of those vehicles which have got the punchiness, very good gun. Even the Panther 88 is the same sort of money, and even though you don't get the gold, you're looking at having a tank which is better. So the STA, it's just not quite good enough. A little bit more, you can get the T54 first prototype. Very nice tank, and an additional £8 you can get the IS6. Very, very good. The FCM, very, very good. For this sort of money, you can still get the CDC. Very nice. So the only real reason to get this is if you're grinding the Japanese medium tanks, then the STA is worth it. Otherwise, it's not a very good tank because people just don't fear it, and the gun isn't good enough to allow you to run ridges properly and punch from distance without it costing you a fortune. And one of the reasons for running a tier 8 tank is not only doing damage, but for generating credits for yourself. So you just can't do it with this tank because it's costing you so much to do the same damage that these tanks will do with just standard ammunition, that you're wasting the £21 unless you're grinding the Japanese medium line. So I would say, sadly, at the moment it's thumbs down from the bear for the STA2. The gun is just not punchy enough. It doesn't stack up. In comparison to the rest of the bunch that's around at the moment, there's so many better tanks for the same money that'll do the same job, unless you're specifically grinding the Japanese medium line. So yeah, thumbs down, sadly. So this is the STA2. I'm the Gaming Bear, and see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.